I was born by the river in a little tent, Lord, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a oh, a long time coming, but I knew change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. There I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me, please. And he end up knocking me back on my knees. Oh, there are times when I thought that I wouldn't last too long. People, good morning. Hi, Prima Wanda. Miss Pretty Wangs. Almond Brown. Hi, Almond Brown. Alfreda Gross. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, Miss Piggy? Fresh pressed juice. 28, 28 the kids? 28 the kids. Okay. Prayed up. How y'all doing? Miss y'all see that video that was released by D Ramsey about an hour ago? Now last night, Sean Bradley came on here. I guess he was in an undisclosed location. He didn't want to leak what information, whether who he was there with. We didn't know if he was there with his business associates on a business trip. We didn't know anything about where they were located. All we knew is that he was in his fancy room. We had to assume that that's some kind of Airbnb situation where you rent the whole house. And then, lo and behold, they gave D. Ramsey a drink. Now, for whatever reason, he wanted to keep the event secret and not say who he was with or where he was at or anything like that, right? D. Ramsey got to drinking, baby. And D. Ramsey, she came on singing. She titled her video, "It's Been a Long Time Coming." D. Ramsey, I have a question for you. How in the hell is it a long time coming, girl? How many times y'all gonna go to Vegas? I mean, wasn't you just there 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that? Then you guys fly the whole crew of the Orlando event to Las Vegas? And wasn't there another trip to Las Vegas shortly before that one? And then let's not forget the undisclosed location with the hot tub, right? So, D. Ramsey, why do you say it's been a long time coming? Ain't nothing been a long time coming. We trying to figure out what the hell is going on over there and where all this money coming from. So this is just conjecture. I'm just asking you. First of all, I have a couple questions for you, D. Ramsey. I know you're going to be in these bushes. Where is your husband? This is number one. How in the hell are you going on 3 and 4 vacations a year with some gay dude on the internet and you never have your husband with you? You keep telling us that you have a husband. I have a husband, although he's unseen. And he doesn't accompany you on any of these trips, right? Now, from the marriages that I know, primarily marriages within my family, where I would be close enough to know the personal situations, I have never experienced where, and my family's been to California to visit me. They do quite a bit better than me. So they travel more than I do. They have come here several times, and I've never seen the wife taking trips without her husband. They are a team. The two have become as one, as the Bible say. You never have this man with you, girl. So I don't know the situation with these other ladies, but apparently Club Chat is taking another trip to Las Vegas. I'm just saying Las Vegas is a guess because, first of all, the place where they're at looks Las Vegas, the style of Las Vegas. Lots of columns and things that I enjoy. I think it's a very beautiful room. So at first I thought, well, this is the lobby of the place they're staying. But no, it appears that they are in a whole house and there are several Club Chat members on there. I don't know if Sean Bradley was intending for D. Ramsey to come on here drunk again, as usual, because the sun is shining bright. And she said she just woke up. So the second question, D. Ramsey, is if you just woke up after only 2.5 hours of sleep, Why do you have a drink in your hand? This is the first thing in the morning. Girl. Question number one, where's your husband? Why is your husband cool with all this damn traveling with this gay boy on YouTube? Question number two, why are you drinking first thing in the morning? Only way people I ever heard about drinking first thing in the morning are either alcoholics or they are certainly nursing hangovers. Hey, people, what y'all think? Y'all see her? I don't know why the king would have his subordinates making videos before him if he wanted to disclose where he was at, right? So I think this is a slip up of hers. She couldn't resist she called everybody bitches. She couldn't resist the opportunity to brag about where she's at. Now listen, if Club Chat can afford to take all these vacations and things, they can take 3 and 4 and 5 vacations a year. My guess would be a lot of that is paid for through miles that they've accumulated. Since he travels so much on his job, he probably accumulates a lot of miles. So maybe he can pay for himself and somebody else with the miles that he has. D. Ramsey, she says she's a rich woman, so she could probably pay for hers. We're just concerned that we just don't want any of that show money spent on another vacation. Because as for our understanding, D. Ramsey, the last trip, Ty paid for the whole thing. A lot of us find it very hard to believe that she has come out of her pocket to fly 8 people to Las Vegas just for kicks, right? So we don't want you to be spending the investors' money, and we also don't want for you to be appeasing these people because you've already spent their money, and now you're realizing that the show is not going to happen, even if your initial intention was sincere. You found out, like what a lot of people in show business find out, everything doesn't always work out. Everything doesn't fly, right? There are people who put millions of dollars. I'm watching the thing right now. It's called How Did This Happen with Robert De Niro. He's paying the producer, right? And people put all this money into this movie, and when they preview it, the audience doesn't respond to it at all. I think it's trash, right? And that happens a lot, right? So we are presenting like the show getting the broadcast was just a technicality, but no, it's not. You haven't sold anything. So if it didn't happen, we just don't want you spending a lot of money you don't have. Okay. There's also the possibility that these ladies, they're just retired ladies who can afford to do it. Maybe they can afford. She says she apologizes to all the people who couldn't make it. So apparently they were all invited. But goddamn, you were just there 3 months ago. So how has it been a long time coming? But it looks like, hallelujah, change done come. Oh, yes, it has. What y'all think? Girl, if they don't want nobody to talk about it, they wouldn't be on here, right? So I guess Sean Bradley was planning some big surprise. They were all there and all that. And D. Ramsey, she took a couple of sips of that hooch, and now she done spoiled the surprise, honey. I'm prayed up. It keeps me bound. Hey, Andrew Caldwell. He said he prayed up, honey. I love that song. I don't know why she attributed it to their little vacation, but D. Ramsey's been drinking, even though it's the first thing in the morning. What condition is D. Ramsey going to be in as the sun goes down? Right? So D and her husband was just on vacation. Not that long ago. It's on her page. D and her husband, okay, were just on vacation. So she's having another vacation? What? Maybe I got to go back to work. What kind of jobs are these where you getting 4 and 5 and 6 vacations a year, honey? I thought everybody saved up and went on a vacation once a year. I don't know, honey. All I know is always a gang of alcohol. Okay, D. Martin, Jay, that is true. Okay, so let's see what Jay said first. Jay said it's cheap, I think. Darren J, you don't have to be rich to vacation. Flights are cheap nowadays because of Rona. Okay. Somebody said they saw it for Kelly says He saw it for a round trip for $55. Lord have mercy. Well, any of them can do that. Anybody can do that. But they're not going second class or third class, honey. Whatever that villa they're in, I assume that is some kind of either it's a timeshare. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hell on. Hold on, honey. I hope they're not paying for timeshare. See, the thing about a timeshare is you got to use it or lose it, honey. So that would explain why they're in Vegas so much if they have a timeshare. In other words, they have blocks of time already cut out that they can use that villa and it belongs to them. But as far as I know, this is the first time they've ever been in this elaborate place, right? So we hope them people, he ain't talking to people into buying no damn timeshare, honey. Because that thing, that cuts off all of your adventure. You can't just say, oh, okay, we're going to go to London this year, or we're going to go on a cruise this year, or no. You have a timeshare. You got to go to the same place every single year. That's why people sold them and said it wasn't worth it, because we don't want to be in, unless you're just a compulsive gambler. You just got to be in Vegas, right? I don't know. We're going to get more since she's already let the cat out of the bag. I assume we're going to get more videos now. We'll find out what's going on there. Right. We just don't want you spending the investors' money. But I think they can afford to do that. You can go on vacation if you want to. Some people, they brag so much about going here and going there. They don't realize that people go to these places because they don't want to. They like traveling, honey. I have no desire to travel, child. What AdSense gives me, I can go to Vegas. Shit, it's right down the street, basically. Or Tahoe. I ain't go to them damn places. Shit, I hardly even go to the pier where I'm living at. So apparently, this group of people that they have over there corralled, they like to vacation. So I guess you can vacation by taking an extra day off work and just do it for the weekend. I don't know, but they're not exclusively the reason why I came here. We'll get more on that story, of course. I'll be satisfied as long as D. Ramsey don't get no hot tub. Don't show us. Be in the hot tub and just show us the head, girl. Because in this video she just showed us, I was fine with it until she stood up. I'll say no more. Let me say one more word. I'm getting penguin tease. Right? Let me stop. Stop, boy. Stop, boy. Stop, boy. Okay, I'll stop. They ain't been messing with me. Leave them alone. All right, other thing I want to talk about. Well, let me see what y'all say first. Is that what? I hope it ain't no damn timeshare. Honey, that's one of the biggest ripoffs. Why you gonna pay $50,000 for a damn timeshare and you gotta go to the same place every year, right? You got to use it or lose it. I would want to go somewhere different myself. I mean, Vegas is fun and everything. I spent a whole summer there, but go there every single year? They're going 2 and 3 times a year. She said it's been a long time coming. What, 3 months is a long time coming? Girl. Travel is very inexpensive. Okay. And then he's got all those miles. I don't know, when when you're on a job, if you're flying for the company, do you personally get the miles? And they, because they were going to reimburse, you got to pay for it. They reimburse you, but then the travel miles are credited to you if you pay for it initially, right? So he can just go anywhere he wants to go, basically. I guess he said that he's used those miles for other people, so I guess he could do it for more than one person. I mean, we all know that his job requires him to travel. So, baby, calm yourself down. Calm yourself down. Okay. Let me see. Where are we at? Limited income haters. Girl, sweet dreams. What is the limited income coming at? You people act like it's such a big deal to go. Everybody goes to Vegas, honey. It's a tourist spot. It ain't that big a thing, child. If these people are working on a job or have worked on a job or are now retired, I would assume that they can come up with a couple $100 to take a trip. If he's going to pay, especially if he's going to pay for the villa, we don't know what goes on in these Zoom things. They might have just raised the money for the villa. They might all be sharing it. I don't know that it's a timeshare. If I saw them in the same place 2 times in a row, then I would say, well, it's probably a timeshare, right? Or they've actually purchased that amount of time. That's why they got to keep using it. That's why they had this ridiculous trip 3 months ago, where all of this cast from Orlando was flown in to do nothing, just to go have a good time, right? If they had a timeshare commitment, they may have had to use it. You see what I'm saying? So no, don't be saying, oh, they hate it because they poor. They ain't got no money. Oh, they just hate us. No, girl. This D Ramsey, she brought it to YouTube. If she didn't want to talk about on YouTube, she would not have brought it to YouTube for bragging rights, right? Limited income. Girl. My last AdSense check, girl, could have paid for a quick round around to Vegas. Room and everything, child. It ain't all that. But they just like to do it. Maybe some of them ladies, they keep calling them old. I ain't never seen none of them. Well, I did see them. I saw them in Atlanta, and they were so nice and sweet and cute. I mean, anybody can be sweet for 5 minutes, when I met them. But there might be a bunch of retired people. They can do that. I'm trying to figure out where the husbands are, though. If you're in a marriage, honey, you're supposed to. The Bible say you will leave the cleave of your mother and father and join with your mate for life. Become married, and the two become as one. So where you go, he goes. Where he goes, you go. Not all this trips around the world with some gay dude. The fuck is that? So we don't know. Okay, we ain't gonna spend too much time on that. Tim being messy. Dory J, I ain't being messy. I think you really like D. Y'all should have a conversation. Child, I ain't thinking about Miss D Ramsey, child. She's so excited. I guess, I mean, listen, if you're working, honey, go ahead and enjoy your money. However you want to enjoy it, shit. But if you bring it on YouTube, what do you expect? You know people gonna talk. It's what you're hoping the people would do. This gives G Ramsey a chance to go on down there and have her some content, honey. The hell with it, she had to step on Sean Bradley's shoes. After that second drink, honey, everything goes, baby. I'm running this. A flight from Atlanta to Orlando is $87. Lord have mercy. $87, child. Anybody can fly nowadays, anywhere. Y'all make sure y'all get them new driver's license and ID cards, though. I don't know if it's in effect yet, but we're gonna need to have those. What do you call it? Clear, some kind of driver's license. You need it to fly. Like if I wanted to decide to just get on a plane, I can't do it unless I have that license. Plus, you got to have all these vaccination receipts and stuff too. I don't know, people. You taking 3 and 4 and 5 vacations a year, plus you're traveling for your job. God damn. Okay. For $93, you can go round trip. By way of Orlando from Charlotte is $93. Anybody can do that. Hell, if you work at Burger King, you can go on a $93 trip, can't you? Particularly if you got somewhere to stay, right? Probably Frontier or something. But why wouldn't Bradley just say where he was last night? What was all the secret? I watched the whole video last night. He started talking about he's encouraging people to file bankruptcy. But I watched the whole damn thing. I said, well, isn't he going to say where he's at? I mean, you're in this big grand place. Wouldn't you mention where you're at? But for some reason, he wanted to hold on to that. He did not consider that D Ramsey likes her a cocktail first thing in the morning. And when she gets high, she wants to talk, girl. Money is no object for club chat, allegedly. I don't think it's that much money. He might play for that damn the flight. That's nothing. That ain't much more than going out for a nice dinner, honey. I mean, really, it couldn't be that much. $100. Let's say $100, something like that. Who can do that? But the accommodation, it appeared to be a whole house, right? So you're gonna rent a whole house, but even a whole house, what's that? $300 or $400 a night? You ain't gonna be there for 3 nights, so they might have collected money for that. Sean Bradley was live this AM disclose where they were. I saw him this AM laying in the bed in the dark. All he disclosed was that he was somewhere and with somebody. They wouldn't come on the camera. He wouldn't say specifically where he's at. And I'm just jumping to the conclusion it's Vegas. It looked like Vegas. So when you look out these big high windows, you see a couple of high rises, just like Vegas looks, you know. Vegas is the desert, right? But they have these hotels. So they're like spurts of high rises. And I saw the top of 2 or 3 buildings. When you on vacation, you stay lit, darling, you really ride for them girls. Is Darwin, you stay lit from early in the morning? Don't your stomach hurt? Lord have mercy. Well, I'm always riding her about her drinking. So she get real friendly when she drink. But them legs, D. Ramsey, baby. Girl, I don't know why you wear them stretch pants with them big blousy tops. It looks like you're huge on the top, and then your legs are real skinny, like you just got out of prison. Those are inmate legs, honey. I don't know what you're doing, girl. Bless her heart. She looked like she lost a few. D. Ramsey ain't been bothering me, so I got to be cool. Now, the other issue. I want to talk about this damn thing, doxing. Now, y'all know I wrote the book, Murder in the Beef Sector, and whatever. But in the book, I kept conjoining, or whatever the right word is, doxing with calling. Now, both things in there were going on, right? Doxing is one thing. Hold on a minute. Okay. Here's the definition, not in a urban dictionary. Stop, boy. Not in the urban dictionary. This is the regular dictionary, right? Dox. And for your information, dox is not spelled D-O-X-X or D-O-X-X-I-N-G, right? It is in the regular dictionary, or what you will find in the Webster dictionary, it is D-O-X. So that's why I spelled it in my book, D-O-X. Now, in urban dictionaries, it will be spelled D-O-X-X-I-N-G. So I guess both of them will work. But here's the definition of doxing. I know we all know, but just officially. A person's identity, okay. Now, slang, one definition. A person's identifying information as address, phone number, name, or alias when maliciously posted online to target that person for pranks, fraud, or other harassment, right? This is the clear definition of what doxing is. There's a second definition. It's called a verb used with or without object. Doxing. They're still spelling it all with a single X. To publish the private personal information of another person or reveal the identity of an online poster without the consent of that individual. They give the example, the professor was doxed by a bitter student who failed her class. Okay. So according to that, doxing is not exclusively something that goes on online. You can dox people out in the regular world, right? That's doxing. The other thing that we seem to be mixing together is this calling people. Now, this is where you're actually trying to cause damage in someone's life. When you call the police on them, right? Not knowing what their situation is with the police, not knowing if they have outstanding warrants for jaywalking or drunk driving or whatever the hell they got. You don't know. You just know you're calling the police. First thing the police are going to do, if they're involved in a situation, is do a background check on those people, right? You don't know if this person has got child support. It's not your business, really. But when you're calling someone, that is not doxing them, correct? When you post their name, that's doxing them. When you're calling someone else, that's calling. That's something totally different. And if anybody on here knows the word for that, when you're calling, trying to cause malicious harm to someone, what that is called in Murder in the Beef Sector, I think I made it clear that this was like doxing 2.0, but really they have nothing to do with each other. Calling their apartment building, place where they live, calling their job, that is not doxing them, right? That is calling. There's calling. For now, I'll just use calling, unless one of y'all know a better definition of what that is when you're calling trying to hurt somebody's life maliciously, right? When you're calling, some people even call the FBI on them, right? Knowing nothing about their lives, you come on here and you pretend to be so clean, right? But you don't know what people's background is. You don't know anything about them. But you want to call and call and call in order to step up this thing from doxing. It started with doxing, and now you're calling people. Totally different things, right? I think the second thing, the calling is what does most damage. People knowing where you live, or people knowing your address, people knowing your phone number, they can get that from the phone book. Now it's all digital. You just go online. All you do is Google the person's name. So it ain't all that, you ain't doing all that much to say, well, I know your address, so I'm gonna post it. Well, that is doxing. I guess depending on what state you're in, it is illegal, right? Even though the information is public. You done found out someone, if you find out someone's credit history or their bankruptcies, and you post any information about that person, including people, most of you have these names you make up, right? If someone was to find out your real name and post it, then that would be doxing you. Correct? Calling is totally different thing. This is something, I don't know where it was born on the beef sector or where it started. I kind of thought that it started with VS. I think VS was going to those levels where she was actually trying to cause harm, right? To embarrass you to such an extent that I don't know what her purpose was, because she just did it to me for no reason at all. But I thought, well, since they've taken out the person, shouldn't it stop? But no, now it hasn't stopped. So I don't know if it started before her or after her. Right. What y'all think? I don't know anybody know what the word calling is? There's another word for when you call people's jobs and you call the police on them, and you call their apartments, and you've called and called and called, trying to cause damage to people, irregardless of if they're raising children, irregardless if they have a husband. You're posting information. You're just trying to get information on them to embarrass them or to cause them to lose. That's probably one of these internet trolls. It seems like every time I start talking about these trolls, I get phone calls. I keep forgetting to unplug the phone. People expose themselves on Facebook. Well, the thing about Facebook, most Gemini, a lot of these pictures that they're getting, that's not in the phone book. That's not online unless they've done something famous that would make them relevant on Google. Most of that comes, they just go to your Facebook page, they right click, they copy the picture, and then they got it. So it's terrible that we in this sector can't even have the luxury of Facebook or Twitter or something, because they go in there to find a picture of something they can use to try to embarrass you. So you can't even post a picture like everybody else. The whole goddamn world is giving Facebook billions of dollars a day. I think the number is well over $1 billion a day, $1,000 million a day, so they can enjoy Facebook, right? They can post pictures of their loved ones. They can post pictures of their church family. They can have fun on Facebook and all that. Here, people use that as a weapon. Correct? I don't use Facebook, so I ain't thinking about Facebook. I don't know what the hell they could find, but a lot of it is just as simple as that. These are not no great investigators, and they're just taking stuff that is. But see, they want to go into your records now. How much behind are you on your light bill, or did your lights get turned out in 1972? Whatever. I think it's pitiful. The calling part is the worst part for me. Depending on what your station in life or what your situation is, the doxing can be very harmful as well. But they are two separate things. The doxing, if you don't want your name on here, because the doxing then gives you're posting your real name, that gives them access to your other information. For me, I came onto YouTube as a writer. I was not trying to hide. I was trying to become public because of my books, right? So it never occurred to me to make up a name. I wanted my real name on here. So I thought I was going to come here and talk about books. I had no idea what this thing is. Mm-hmm. It's a new discovery. What is? The information people put on Facebook is the same information they use for security questions on other sites, hometown, schools. Right. So you got to go. So you want to be in over here in the beef sector, you got to go and watch your goddamn Facebook page. And you can't even just say where you work or what your job is, or you can't say nothing. It's all been weaponized. It is disgusting, people. It really is. It's like we are the lowest of the low. As Wally used to call it, the Section 8 section. He meant that he said that with meaning, honey. Look at the people that's doxing Tim. They have nothing to do. Nothing to look. Baby. Could you calm yourself down, please? Okay. They ain't got that much. I mean, baby, anybody want to find out anything about me, all I can say is read my book. I know there's somebody's name on here, but it's all there. I mean, basically, all of my past and all of these transgressions that you think I'm supposed to be so embarrassed about. I ain't embarrassed about it. If I was embarrassed about it, I wouldn't have put it in there. That's what a memoir is. First you live and then you write your memoir, honey. What happened? Don't make it up. That's not a memoir. Cyber harassment. Okay. Cyber harassment. Okay. So they will both be cyber harassment, though. Doxing and calling. Someone paid. I keep looking at all my bills and trying to find out which one someone paid. Someone paid your bills? Shit, send them over here. They can pay mine, baby. Bark, bark instead of cough, cough. Okay. Did you ever hear that Scott Thorson slept with... Rita, are you being right? Are you being wrong? Yeah, you ask these crazy questions, child. Scott Thorson was also known for lying, Rita, because he claimed that he had an affair with Michael Jackson. Now, that was so far from the truth, but it did give him it brought his name back up again. And he kind of rolled that. But Michael Jackson, if we are to believe what has been reported about Michael Jackson, there's no way he's going to be attracted to Scott Thorson. Scott Thorson would then probably be what he claimed in his 40s or 50s with artificial cheeks, I don't think anything that would be attractive to Michael Jackson about Scott Thorson. So that was just a lie. It was proven to be a lie. The situation, all with the situations with Liberace, they made a movie about it. Seemed pretty credible to me. He's a drug addict. Girl, he told people that. It's a joke, Timothy. Okay. I don't know why y'all get off with that these crazy questions, child. Slept with Johnny Mathis. What Johnny Mathis gonna do with that old man, child? They're both old. It's the young and beautiful to get all the action, honey. Olivia Pearl. Hi, Olivia Pearl, with your owl eyes. Yes, hit that cash app, please. I need me a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee is $5.99 plus tax. Sometimes I have a small donut with it. Would you please hit the like button? Thank you. All these characters, child. Doxers on limited income. State assistance recipients really out there doxing and asking for cash justified. Justify those actions? I don't know that it's always well, I guess if you don't have shit, I mean, you don't have nothing to lose, you don't hear about nothing. A lot of this stuff is done by young people too. They just sit around and want to do something evil to people. It's just like in San Francisco, they had to have laws against tagging, right? Just writing graffiti all over the place. If you go to Oakland, you'll see that there's years and years and years of graffiti all along the freeways, the buildings, stuff like that. San Francisco took a different stance. They said you are responsible for your own property, right? So you can only have a certain amount of days with graffiti on your building. So these buildings are being painted over and over and over and over and over again. So many times, some of the buildings look like patchwork. This is not with the houses so much. This is on the in the commercial side. But they enacted laws, and these people actually, I live across the street from Safeway. Every other day, somebody done wrote all the damn walls, right? And every other day is gone. And then the next day is back. The next day is back, right? How the hell did I get on that subject? Okay. Oh, yeah. So street people, they're angry. They're mad. They have a hard life, a hard time. So they don't give a fuck about your neighborhood. Why would they care? And this is their way, I guess, being seen. Somebody can say, "Oh, look there, Johnny did that one and that one, all that." They need to start putting these motherfuckers in jail. You want to break it up? Take a few arrests, honey. But people don't have nothing to lose. They don't give a damn. I've caught several guys. I said, "Why are you doing that? People live there. It's their house." So the point is that if you don't care, then you are just there for destruction. You are many times jealous. Okay. San Francisco too close to Oakland? Well, it's right across the water. I mean, you can get over, if you get on the train, you'd be over in 10 minutes to the edge of it. And then, I go to church. Before COVID, I was going to church over there every week. It's like New York City and Jersey. Just across the bridge, baby. Like the big horse on the table. Look at that big old horse. Baby, please, you gotta go you want to go in the dungeon? Go in the bedroom, lay down. No TV or nothing. Mm-hmm. I hear him. These dogs in these ears. Excuse me for 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Who's going in the bedroom for timeout? No, it's okay. Come on. Come on, Danny. Get your bum up. Get your bum up. Stop looking at my ass, people. That's my baby. Say, look in there. Say hello. Hello, people. Okay, I gotta go take a vacation. It's all right, sweetheart. It's okay. There you go. Mm-hmm. Oh, my stuff is out. Lord have mercy. That's gonna be 50. Give me 50. I know this queen in Los Angeles. She was a crackhead. She go out down in the middle of the street talking about 50. 50. Girl, nobody give you no $50, girl. You're lucky to get 5. She wasn't in the best of conditions. Who's going into the bin? Oh, my baby, he got to take a vacation. He don't mean no harm. It's just that he hears everything that goes on in this building. I can't even hear it, but dogs have very sensitive ears. They got sensitive nose and sensitive ears. Mm-hmm. You slanging on here today? Okay. Timothy, do you buy much furniture from Pier 1? I think I have one thing from Pier 1. No, I have a couple of things. Some things, that blue stuff, some of that is old and some of it is Pier 1. That right there, you see a little piece of it sticking up. And I think a couple of those pots. On the end, there are a couple of pots. So the art is to mix them in, right? Or you can't tell the value of things. But I have some that are valuable and some from Pier 1. But they don't have very much else to offer me, I prefer old stuff. I used to love Pier 1. I used to. I mean, at one point, I've even had an apartment when I first started in LA. It was all Pier 1. Jim showing you what you can't have. So I just like talking about furniture. That's always been my thing. They're gonna get you for that zipper. That trouser snake didn't slip out. You can see the zipper, baby. Anything else gonna cost you 50. You should have saw that girl all about $50, child. That downtown LA was a mess. And sometimes the real strung out crackheads, what they would do downtown when they get real crowded, LA's a huge metropolis. People going back and forth to work, they would throw themselves onto your hood. You be hollering, get on my car, give me some, give me that. That's the desperation of drugs, honey. They wouldn't get out of your car, you give them some money. Now, a real asshole would just speed up until they jumped off, right? But you don't even care nothing about your life. That was one of the most horrible things I've ever seen. Because these youngsters would drive your ass right and try to make you fall off, To polish out and get to Buffy. You have some cute pieces. I just need you to get the polish out and get to buffing. Buffing, Lord have mercy. I don't do a whole lot of that stuff. I dust, It ain't that hard to keep a one-bedroom apartment together, No, I ain't doing no buffing and polishing. I probably need to do this silver thing. I just like the way silver sets look. Ain't never been no tea in there. You can do that. The thing about this COVID is if you never have anybody come in your apartment, and I haven't had anybody in here a year and a half, unless they were here to work on something, you don't bother as much. But if somebody's coming to you have expecting guests, then you're going to get on your knees. You're going to make sure your toilet is clean. Because if it ain't clean, baby, they're going to talk about you like a dog. So you got to make sure you get super clean your toilets and your floors. You got to vacuum, make sure. Sometimes you got to do your rug cleaner. You got to run that thing. I bought one of those things. I think I only used it a few times because I started collecting rugs. So you can see the floor is all rugs. From the time you walk in the door, you're walking on rugs, right? So that took care of the problem with this hideous ass beige carpet that they seem to put in all apartments now. But you still got to vacuum. This dog, Squeenie, he doesn't shed at all. So when I had Jimmy Dog, I had to vacuum like 3 times a week at least, every other day. That dog shedded and shedded and shedded. So I was always vacuuming. I hated it. Okay, let's see what Rita asked. She asked something too personal. What she do? What you do, Rita? Oh, it's gone. Rita, behave yourself, Rita. Mm-hmm. Oh, was it something nasty? Lord have mercy. I'm pretty much an open book, people. Unless you want to get all in my drawers and things. Now, you got to draw the line somewhere. Okay. Yeah. Miss D-Town. Yeah, you need to polish that silver. Like antiques too much, but can't just let it go like that. Well, all you do is, polishing takes you all of 10 minutes, girl. It ain't that big a deal. There's something about when you have silver, old stuff. We're talking about this thing over here. When you have old stuff, there's a thing called the patina. So you want to, it ain't got to be shiny all the time. It's okay to have things look slightly old. So you want a patina on it. Some pieces, like this thing over here, this it's like an English lantern. That's a real antique, right? It would be foolish of me to go and polish that. Now I could polish it and take all of the patina off, but then it'd be like shiny, like something new. The patina is what makes it is part of the look of it, right? So yeah, I've never polished that. It's just silver, but zip that zipper up, child. Giving them sneaky peekies for free. 50. Yeah, that lantern was that's a gift actually. I helped our musician in our church move, and when we helped her move, me and another guy helped her move. She said, "You see anything you want to take it." Her mom had passed away, and she was moving to another house, so she gave it to me. It ain't never going nowhere. I even got offered money for it. I said, no, no, thank you. All I would do is go buy another statue. Darn Bubbles, you still talking about that shit? That zipper, child. You want to see what's in there, baby. And does it work? Who the hell was asking me some shit like that? Wally. I don't think it worked. He's too old. Well, if you were in your 30s, child, maybe you think that 60 is old, but no, honey. The home fire is still burning. Patina only works on bronze and copper. Okay. Well, that's your opinion, you know. I've seen things that are silver that needs to stay unpolished. Everything don't have to be shiny, like, you know what I mean? Just depends on what item you have. I don't particularly care for polishing and all that, but when I have, like, once a year, I used to have, the last 10 years, I've had Thanksgiving dinner here before COVID, and I would take time to go and polish that particular thing. I mean, it's just a decorative thing. Ain't nobody gonna drink tea out of there. I hope not, because it's probably got a polish all on the inside of it. I've always liked the look, though. All right, the view's the view. Boo cocky. You must be another bad one. Why all of y'all making all the bad ones having white girls? Now I know all white people are not bad. Y'all gonna get yourself a white face to act bad. Y'all need to quit it, y'all. I think I might write about trolls next. It seems to be sitting in my mind a lot about who some of these trolls are. And I think I'm gonna make in this, if I do decide to do this new novel, it's good to keep writing. I think I might make some of these trolls actual content creators, just using other faces and things. Maybe we can find them by the what do you call it thing, where you can find people, the IP address, and find out that the people who you thought were your best friends were actually presenting as your worst enemies. Now I don't know if we got to murder all the trolls or what. Where are the trolls? That'd be a catchy title. Where are the trolls? So the trolls can come up missing. That don't mean they got to be dead. Maybe we'll lock them all in a dungeon somewhere. And then you go at the end of the book and see these cages with all the trolls. Let us out! Let us out! Free us! Free us! Where are the trolls, baby? What size t-shirt do you wear? I've worked my way up to a double X, honey. A double X. Blousy. You don't care about that stuff so much when you get to be a lady of a certain age. I ain't trying to be cute, honey. The LA police officers, it look like they go out and buy a uniform 2 sizes too small. So they appear to be just busting out them like a motherfucking Hulk, Incredible Hulk. Why don't you just buy clothes that fit? They ain't the look. And y'all know what the look now is, these skinny jeans and things. You be wondering, how in the hell do they get them on? Skinny jeans, stretch around that ass. I ain't trying to stretch around nothing, child. I don't want to expose his stomach no more than it's necessary. Do a nasty piece of sequel. A nasty piece of sequel. Y'all got to buy the other one and see if you like it. You got to read it, you know. When y'all read the other one, y'all will demand, oh, I want to know what happened. That's how I got locked in Love and Gospel Music. People want to know what happened to these people. It turned into 4-book series. Maybe when I die, they'll take off like the artists do. You know, artists, from our canvas artists, they don't usually become popular until they're gone. When they did, somebody else gets all the profit. About the size seat you sitting in. Hello, my sister. Let me see what y'all talking about. See if I can uncipher it. Tim, sorry, I was only teasing you about the zipper. You got excited about looking at 60-year-old me zippers. Bubbles, it might be time for you to talk to somebody, honey. All this beautiful flesh in the world, and you looking at these old me on YouTube. Girl. Do better, Bubbles. I tried to go to one of them dating sites once. I said, well, I ain't got nothing in common with no young person. If I'm with a young person, they only here because they want some money or something, right? Let me see if I can talk. I want somebody to talk to. Sometimes, you want, I just need someone I can hold on to. Someone to talk to, right? Companionship. It has to be somebody near my own age, right? Maybe 10 years younger, but 10 years younger than me is still a 50-year-old man. I met my little bisexual boyfriend. When I met him, he was 24 and I was 34, right? So I've always thought of him as a youngster, but I was 34 myself. Now when I see that man, that's a 55-year-old man. my puppy is a 55-year-old man now. Anyway, when I go in there, I said, well, let me go talk to some people my own age. I look at them dudes, I said, ain't no way that I could ever love you. Ain't no way, there ain't no way. Excuse me. I do tend to get carried away. Excuse me. Is there a doctor in the house? Ooh, is there a doctor in the house? Help that boy. So y'all believe that Wilson, Bradley and them are in Vegas again? Are they in Vegas? It looked like Vegas to me. They seem to be obsessed with Vegas. They're like, some people just love Vegas. I mean, that's why they buy timeshares there. Because they had no intention of going nowhere. Look at all this light. What's going on? This over here? Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm distracted by all these damn lights. Stop looking at my ass. I saw you already looked at my zipper. Now you're looking at my booty. Lord, I wish I had one. Let me do that. I'm going to take this light off because it also makes you hot when you get all that light on you. How about that? No. How about that? There you go. I could ever love you. Ain't no way. My darling Aretha. Tim don't want nothing old but some money. Lord have mercy. I don't like no other motherfuckers' money though. Both my husbands on the same level as me. We both worked. We split our bills, and because there's a certain amount of arrogance that comes to somebody when they're paying the bills. Now, maybe it's not true with a man and a woman because it is the role, the accepted role, as a man would pay for basically everything, right? If you have a wife, obviously you're going to be the breadwinner and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't apply male to male. So my experience has been when they try to say I'm a prostitute and all that, but that happened when I was 19 years old. It only happened for that summer, right? When I first arrived in Los Angeles. But I was exposed to different kind of guys. And I knew a lot of guys who had what they call sugar daddies. I knew them from the bar scene and from the disco. Disco was big then. The discos, and they would get these sugar daddies, right? And some people were very comfortable with that. But what I noticed is they're always being bossed around. They're always at the whim of this other person, usually an older person. That was never attractive to me. I don't want to be kept. Please. You just give me some money, but I don't want to be up under nobody else on it. God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own. Moment you got lots of friends crowding around the door. Money gone, and they're still here. They don't come no more. Rich relations give a crust of bread and say, You can help yourself. They're going to throw it back up in your face, child. But don't take too much. Mm-hmm. All the Suey is here, being blocked already. Lord have mercy. Suey, I thought we got rid of you for some reason or other. Aren't you supposed to be gone? Let me see. I can help you. Let's just hire Suey from the channel altogether. You a troublemaker, Suey. I remember that. Please, sugar daddies, know their place. Baby, if you, I don't know if it's true or not. I noticed that most gay men who have most gay men who are successful in their life, whatever they are, decorators, whatever the hell they do, and they're successful, right? Their partner tends to be at least 10 years younger than them, the person who's making the coin. And this is not always just a money grab kind of thing. Many young people like an older guy. Now, I'm not saying 40 years older, but I'm just saying somebody older than them, more established than them. Not only because they have the means to pay for things, but usually they're more established. In other words, they have their own place to live. They have the experience, and they just like to be around a little older person. My partner was 7 years older than me. They don't seem like much now, but when I was 22, he was 29. It seemed like he was an older man to me, right? But usually I've noticed about at least 10-year gap. If it's more than 10 years, then yeah, they're probably just getting played. Or they're playing each other. It's trade, right? My youth for your coin. I think I did more giving. I think I did more giving than getting. There you go, honey. Actually, the giving, if you have the means, I would prefer that role because that's the dominant role. If you are the person that's giving, then you're able to make demands on people and so forth, right? If you're just looking for handouts and the kindness of strangers, honey, then I don't think that's the better role. I guess it depends on your mindset. Some people want to say, oh, you got it going on because somebody paying all your bills. At what cost, though? And how is that person talking to you when you're in private, right? The thought of somebody could throw you into the street at any moment at a whim, that ain't very comfortable. Praise to God, now they have gay marriage, though. People can't walk away so easily. But it used to be they use your youth up and then go trade you in for a younger model, you know. What did Deborah say? Trolls from another country. Who are the trolls from another country? Lord have mercy. Olivia, is she a troll from another country? We're international. Hi, Nicole Reloaded and Soul Sisters. I speak to my moderators even. Did you guys get your books yet? Or is it next week? Yeah, I think you get them next Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. It's different between men and women, I think, than men and men. I mean, a man is supposed to take care of business for his woman. If I was your woman and you were my man, you buy me fancy shoes and you pay all my bills. If you had the strength to walk out that door, I would get half of everything you made, and you call me back for more. Why? Because it's cheaper to keep her. Gonna cost you too much to leave her alone. Cheaper to keep, cheaper to keep, cheaper to keep her. Scott Thorson and them were one of those big celebrity divorces, though. That was before gay marriage. I think they had, I forget what it's called. When you had a partner. I don't think he got that much with Liberace. Yes, I'd much rather be Big Daddy than Little Mama. Not with women. I'm talking about boys. I don't want to be nobody's boy toy. Not like that's ever going to happen again. I'll never have the option again. Thank you. Excuse me. Mr. Fling, your girlfriends on here are getting jealous of me. Why, Bubbles? Because you want to see the zipper? I want to be a moderator. Do I know you, Tiffany? You're not a troll, are you? Tiffany, I want to be a moderator. Let me see. Moderators, have y'all seen Miss Tiffany around before? We got to be careful these days. Because some of the Jay Wilsons of the world, they'll send these spies to come and sabotage Eddie and steal all your subscribers and things. What do y'all think? Should we try Tiffany out? I could use another moderator because everybody's not available all the time. It seems like the girls are here today. Let me see. Okay, Tiffany, we'll put you on for a while. See what happens. Lord, I'm behind again there. Oh, you don't know Tiffany. You don't know Tiffany? Well, we'll see. We'll see. We're trying Tiffany out. Don't want no short man. Smooth Tennessee. What Smooth Tennessee defending the short man? The eeny weeny teeny weeny. That was never one of my issues, honey. Now, granted, I've had some issues in my life. Hell no. Smooth Tennessee whiskey. Mr. Tim, if you and Jay Wilson got along, would you give him a chance? Not a chance in hell, honey. I just told you I don't want no old man, honey. I'm with Mom's Maybelline. She said if you catch her with an old man, she holding him for the police. She want her a young and tender. No, that is not my type of person at all. Not on the outside or the inside. The personality was absolutely, we would be instant enemies. Right? Absolutely. I've never liked the personalities. So, no chance, baby. They always call me a snow queen. Oh, you a snow queen. You don't like the brother. They act like they are doing something for the black race because they suck black men's dicks. That ain't doing nothing for us, nigga. They ain't do a goddamn thing for nobody but you. I think some things are personal. I could lay down with whoever the hell I want to lay down with. It wasn't all that way in history, people. Check it out. They used to kill us. What does it mean to be free? Oh, no, that's funny. You see, I already have a man banging my, banging your box real good. Ooh, Miss Bubbles. Why you talking like that, girl? A man banging your box. Lord have mercy. Doing it good too, huh? Long as he can take care of his business, baby. I don't mind company because company's all right with me every once in a while. But when that man come home, I tell you, girl, I'll get up, put on some shoes, and go out there and help you find somebody of your own. His name is Dr. Feel Good. And ow, good God Almighty. Ooh, Retha, that's not how you're supposed to act as a church lady. She was popular because she was telling the truth, honey. She could tell the truth about these men's and women's. Go call him, baby. Call him. You can call me when you need a friend. Yeah. Ooh, that song just came to heart. Call me, baby. Call me. The best thing I can do is give you your love, give you your babe. Let you go away, feeling as free as a dove. But if you ever a long way from home, somebody doing you wrong, ooh, call me, baby. Call me. I'll agree. He had to call me, and Aretha Franklin had to call me too. I know you youngers don't remember all that kind of music. I just lit my hand again. At some point this weekend, we're going to do that StreamYard thing. Y'all come and join us for conversation. We ain't going to do no more than 2 people at a time, though. I see some of them StreamYards. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How can you hear anything? They just screaming and yelling and hollering. No, we can do that. We want to be able to hear what people are saying. Tiffany, you say, well, Tiffany, you're in now. You see, you got a wrench, right? So it's all up to you, baby. We ain't hating on you. We just got to figure out who you are. That's all. Questions. Tiffany, see, okay. The chat got some questions for you, Miss Tiffany. Y'all want to get to know who Tiffany? I don't remember the names. Some people are always in the bushes, though. They don't always speak in the thing. Oh, ain't that sweet? I love the wisdom Uncle Tim shares through his life experience. Right. We need to know about how to be a crackhead and a dope fiend and a convict. I think you're fine. You making you remember? Mm-hmm. Do you remember the time we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, girl? Oh, hip hop, hip hop, pop, hip hop, pitty pop. Jackson was known for making up his own shit, honey. It might be a word, it might be a sound. You don't know what you're gonna go. Yeah, go on, girl. Hey, little lady with your high heels on, you give me fever to the dawn. I never felt so good before. I'm good. Can we reconsider? It's not that big of a deal. I will keep in tone down. You better stop it. Miss Bubbles. Sorry, but we are very protective, Uncle Tim. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Sharon. That's sweet. All right, people, we drove off course here. We started off with, so the Bradleys, I'm sure we'll be hearing more from the Vegas adventure, or they wouldn't have brought it here, right? We'll be hearing more from them this weekend. Apparently, they're on another trip. They're representing as the rich people. They're the rich white women of the beef sector. So I'm sure there'll be a story or two there. And then the other thing was the difference between this calling. Calling is the most abusive. Calling, right? You got no right. It's wrong. And we got to stop allowing it and encouraging it. As long as people are entertained by it, it's going to get worse, right? Stop calling people. If you can't talk, don't be on a talking application, right? You can always just back off for a day, come back fresh. You ain't got to go calling people. Okay. All right, ladies. I'm sure there's a few guys in here, but mostly ladies today. It's good talking to you guys. Y'all have a good weekend. Let's hope it's not murderous. Later.